First question. Recently, Citizens for Smoke-Free Mesquite changed their name to Citizens for Clean Indoor Air. Without taking it to the voters, if it were brought before City Council, where do you stand on this issue, and how would you vote regarding this issue?
Well, this seems to be a burning issue that's been going on for a while. Burning. Play on words there. I didn't mean to say that. First of all, I do think it should be to the benefit of the people by way of a vote. But I also think it should be up to the individual business owners to decide how they want to proceed with smoke-free or smoking. I relayed a story a couple of nights ago about my own personal experiences in the business, and I can lean either way. If it would come to a vote of the city, which I hope it never does, or hope a vote of the council, I would probably vote to permit smoking, because I don't think it's a business decision that should be made by city council. It should be to the vote of the people, and that sums it up for me.
Now, we will repeat the question each time, because some of the questions are lengthy and it would not be fair. Okay.
Recently, Citizens for Smoke-Free Mesquite changed their name to Citizens for Clean Indoor Air. Without taking it to the voters, if it were brought before City Council, where do you stand on this issue, and would you vote, and how would you vote regarding this issue?
Well, I would vote no, because I also believe that it's a business decision, and I've had this opinion all along, and you know, they have done studies everywhere that have shown that that has hurt some businesses. You know, I know they do have the Clean Indoor Air Act in Utah and in California, but I feel that this is a bill that would target bars and casinos. And let's face it, we thrive on bars and casinos in this town. They pay the lion's share of our tax base, they employ the lion's share of our people. And I realize that, you know, some people say, well, they don't want to go where it smokes, you know, where they're smoking to work and those kind of things. And I truly get that. But on the other hand, if those business owners feel that they're going to lose money, it should definitely be their choice. And if any of you remember, they had at the Oasis, when it was open for a long time, they had a completely non-smoking area floor, well ventilated. It was not used. People didn't go up there, it wasn't the climbing the stairs, because they had an escalator, I believe. And so I think that we would find a lobby against us doing that. And I really wouldn't want it to come before the council. I think that if Mesquite or the state voted to have it be, you know, smoke-free, then that would have to be the law, and we would all support that. My husband has COPD. I don't like smoke any better than anybody else. But if I don't want to go where there's smoke, I don't go there.
Okay. Recently, Citizens for Smoke-Free Mesquite changed their name to Citizens for Clean Indoor Air. Without taking it to the voters, if it were brought before City Council, where do you stand on this issue, and how would you vote regarding this issue?
Well, I believe everybody should have a right to make a choice. One of the things I feel very strongly about, though, are the people who work in those kind of surroundings that don't have an option. They say if you don't want to be there, you don't have to be there, but workers need jobs, and those are the majority of the jobs here in particular. And I think healthy living is an important issue. I have been to the Oasis, and I don't think any place that we've had here in Mesquite that was classed as a smoke-free area is ever smoke-free, because it comes from up downstairs and goes upstairs. If you're in a restaurant, you've got smoke coming to you in there. But yet, you think about your everyday life, you go to the store, you can't smoke there. You get on an airplane, it hasn't stopped any of us from traveling. You can't smoke on an airplane, you can't smoke on most public transportation that I know of. So that's a part of your everyday life. So to me, personally, my thought would be, gee, if I wanted to go wherever you couldn't smoke, that's fine, I can stop smoking. I have never smoked in my life, but I honestly believe that you can put that aside. I think people's well-being and quality of life is important. I believe it should be put to the people, and they should have a choice to vote this. But personally, I think if it came after many discussions and we heard what the input was, I would most likely vote for it.
Recently, Citizens for a Smoke-Free Mesquite changed their name to Citizens for Clean Indoor Air. Without taking it to the voters, if it were brought before City Council, where do you stand on this issue, and how would you vote regarding this issue?
Right. Well, I think I would vote no from the standpoint that I don't want to impose undue restrictions on important businesses in our area. However, I think I would give our gambling places their break if they could perhaps look at state-of-the-art air filtering equipment. I think there is some opportunities there for them to improve their air filtering. There are places down in Las Vegas that it's not near as noticeable as it is here. Now, maybe they've done all they can. I don't really know that, but I think I would strongly encourage them to, as a trade-off for retaining the profits, retaining the business that they have by not outlawing smoking, I would see if they could reinvest some of those profits back into state-of-the-art air filtering equipment.
For Sandra Ramacher, when we talked about the smoking ban, you said that people that work there are subjected to smoke and it's not of their choosing. I beg to differ with you. Nobody has to work there. They can go to work somewhere else. When you go to work at a casino, you know what you're getting into. So do not ever tell me that these people are forced to work there.
May I comment on that? May I
Yes,
comment?
you can
Okay.
comment.
I did not say people were forced to work there. I said that people, because of the type of jobs we have here, that is one of the few choices a lot of people have. And they don't, if they need a job, want a job, and they can get a job, they take that. And they don't have any real choices as far as what their work quality is.
They have choices.
They have a choice whether they want a job or don't want a job, and that's how I look at that. You know, if there aren't other jobs available, and you want to, and most of them are families who are supporting still a younger family. They're not like a lot of the retired people that are here, but the young people that work there, and they have their families. So you've not only got the smoke that you're getting there, but then you're taking home the secondhand smoke. But it's still, there are only so many jobs, and if people want to stay here and we want to keep them here, the quality of life in any job is important.
Comment? So you're telling me that it is more important for you to force your view of good health and safety onto a person, even though it may end up costing them their job when the casino loses positions because of lack of business?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying,
How do you reconcile the fact that most of the casinos are saying that a smoking ban will hurt their customers and their revenue, which will in turn cause them to have to lay off staff?
it may indeed happen, but they haven't, I don't think that they've actually tried it. What's wrong with trying something? I'm not saying you force anything down anybody's throat.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I said
that's a good vote for it. That is forcing it down the business owner's throat.
I still believe the business owners have a right to make a choice.
You're
But
saying
I
no, they
also
don't.
believe that the employees and the people's lifestyle is of choice. Is it forced down you to fly? If you choose to fly, you're not allowed to do things there. You go, I mean, different jobs, different places where you go is the way that they perform and the way that life is there, and you accept that. All I'm saying is that people should be given an opportunity. I believe that the casinos could even put up a glass wall up half of the casino and split it, and people could be on either side. What I'm saying is even smoke-free areas aren't smoke-free.